Hey guys, Dr. John Wojciechowski here with Nikki, the nursing mannequin with auscultation. I just wanted to go over a few benefits briefly of the auscultation capabilities. Nikki has 42 high-quality sounds powered by cardionics that we're able to listen to for the heart, the lungs, and the abdomen. We have 11 anterior auscultation sites. We have 4 posterior auscultation sites. When we are using the SimScope software, it will connect to the nursing scope, which actually corresponds to the anatomically appropriate RFID tags, which are inserted throughout Nikki. When the instructor is using the SimScope software, they are actually able to bring in real-time various sounds for the heart, for the lungs, and for the bowels, which the students, if they are appropriately auscultating, will hear when they reach those appropriate sites. So when we look at the screen, on the left-hand side, you'll see the library of sounds. We have 42 sounds to choose from. In the center of the screen, you'll see the anterior and the posterior aspects of the human body, and this will correspond to where the appropriate auscultation sites are being used and auscultated, and it will show the instructor who has this software in front of them if the student is performing the procedure correctly. So this is a little bit different than some of our other SAM or PAT uses where it is necessary to have the nursing scope. But the benefit of this for sure is as a teacher or as an instructor, you can either pre-program various sounds for different pathologies, for different testing scenarios, or even more importantly, for objective standardized tests to ensure that the cheating or any type of communication from one student to the other is limited. If we were to change on the left-hand side through this library of sounds, presently the atrial septal defect is the original sound that the student will hear. If we wanted to change to a friction rub, we would highlight that sound. We would press the blue arrow at the bottom left, and then you see on the top right, it has moved into the heart category. And to save that so the student will hear it through their nursing scope, you would simply press the disc in the lower right section of the, of the system and the software, and that would save it to the heart sound. The same thing can be done. We can go into the lung section. It shows bronchial. We can change to a normal lung sound and move that over and save it. So this can be done real time as the student is going from one area of the body to the next to ensure that the student is getting up-to-date sound and information. With Nikki, again, simply what we're doing is the student will put the stethoscope into their ears just as they would with a real stethoscope. The instructor would have the images on the computer, and then what in essence the student is doing is they're palpating to ensure that they're in the appropriate position. They would place the nursing scope in the appropriate position, and again that corresponding sound, for instance the aortic stenosis, we can actually hear various areas of aortic stenosis. Of course you'll hear it in the most appropriately auscultated area, but that sound will be brought throughout the various aspects of the heart. The same thing with wheezing or crackles or rails. When we're auscultating the lung sites, you will be able to hear those sounds in various areas, but the best in the most anatomically appropriate site. Lastly, with the bow, we have 3 auscultation points in the bow where we're able to hear various bow auscultation sounds and only if you're in the appropriate area. I hope that gives you some great information and good insight into the auscultation aspect of Nicky. Thank you.